right. You said your name was
Will.
Will, and then how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. And I'm 35.
That's cool.
Dude, I thought I was 36 for the last year. And then I did my taxes, and when I did my taxes, it said my son's age, it said my daughter's age, and then it said 36. And I said, well, the IRS, there's no way the IRS is wrong. The IRS, there's no way they can be wrong. I thought I was 36 for an entire year. I thought I was 36, and this birthday coming up in June, I'd be 37. And I was 35. So I believe the IRS. I don't believe me.
Right.
And once you get older, you stop celebrating your birthdays. You know, like, I don't fucking celebrate my birthday. I mean, you know what I mean? I do my daughter's birthday. I do my son's birthday. I know how old they are. I don't need to know how old I am. I just thought it was funny. But sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
And then, are you homeless?
I am homeless right now. Eventually, I'll be able to be back up on my feet as soon as time goes by and stuff. It'll be looking better on the green side.
Right. How long? I was homeless too from, well, my mom kicked me out when I was 13. She kicked me out, so 13 to 16. And then I moved in with one of my friends. Their uncle, their whole family, like, took me in. And I was there, and then there we did a lot of meth. Because her uncle sold it. So we did a lot of it. And then I wanted to come back home. And my mom, during that time, my mom never even came to look for me. My grandma and grandpa came to look for me, though. My mom never came. Then I kind of supplemented. So I started smoking weed and drinking at 12. I started doing meth at 13. Then from 13 to 16. Then I got clean. But then I started drinking. And whenever I would drink, I would always want to roll the bowl. So I would. So I would always supplement. And then I started, then I got addicted then I got to a really bad car accident. I got addicted to pain pills when I was like 20. Didn't know you get sick. So then I thought I was getting the flu. And they were like, yeah. My kid's dad was like, no, bitch. Sure fucking withdrawing. So for some reason in my head, I was like, oh, okay, well then I should never not withdraw again, and I always need to have pills. I don't know why I didn't think to not do that, but that's what I thought. And so then from there, I got clean off of pain pills. I found out I was pregnant with my son, and then I started doing methadone, like, legally, because they can't take my kids if I'm doing it legally. Then I did Suboxone. So I've detoxed from those. I've never detoxed from fentanyl, thank God. I feel like that would be even harder.
Yeah, it's really hard.
So that's a little bit about me. So I've been in recovery for going on 8 years. And so during that time I was homeless. Like 2 times. So like 4 years.
Yeah, I've been homeless since I was 20. And then now I'm 35, so 15 years of being out here on the streets. It's been really hard.
It is hard.
You don't get to have that leeway when you're on drugs. You don't get to having a job, having the better side of life, being able to survive out here is really hard because not very many people can. It's really, really, really hard to be able to function with your hygiene, function with your own life, your personal life. Your personal life is everything to everybody. Yeah. And the best way to be able to survive out here in general, even when you're in home, it's way better to have that life because it's way better for hygiene, your family, for everything. It's just way better to be in that function life because you have a job. The job's everything. You can't have a job without making money. Without making money, you can't survive out here, period. And
it's
so,
livelihood.
Yeah, it's exactly, livelihood is everything. Keyword too, perfect.
Yeah, it is hard. If you could survive out here and be homeless, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You really can do anything.
That's no way you can though. It's the drugs and stuff, not good.
That's why they say if you're like an addict, you know what I mean? You're like the toughest people.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Right.
I know that's true. I think that's true.
Right.
15 years, right? Were you with your mom a lot of the time?
Actually, yeah, most of the time, yeah, but I had a kid at 20, well, I didn't have a kid, but my baby mama, she had a kid at 20, when I was 21 or 22, and then we went up to Washington, and we got out of here, thank God, because I know he wouldn't be able to keep my kid down here at
Right.
all because of all the drugs and all that stuff down here. I wasn't an addict until I was 25, function addict. And then I was doing weed all up until my son was like even born and stuff, but at the same time we didn't have it around him at all. And so we were up in Washington, up over at her dad's place, and it was amazing up there because it's like all trees, all wood, and that's what we like to do. And so I finally picked up a job up there at 23, 24, and I was cutting wood and stuff and being a logger up there. It was a lot of fun up there for that.
A logger?
Yep.
Oh wow, loggers
Yep.
make good money. I'm gonna get a little closer. It's a little hard to hear.
Yep. I was it's actually shoot. It was shoot, I forgot the name of it. Ring and Slinger. It's where you pull up the trees down from the bottom, and we pull them up with the. It's so much hard to explain, but
You like chain them, and then you pull them up.
Yep,
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've watched. I've never done it, but I've watched some logging shows.
A lot of work, definitely a lot of work. One of the hardest jobs out there, actually. It's just believe it or not.
And also deadly. What if the trees fall on you?
Yep.
The chain could break and they could slide back down.
Snap right at you and stuff, and like take your whole life away. You
Yeah,
really
no, for
can.
real. That's why you guys get paid a decent
Dang.
wage.
Got paid at least $30, and that's starting $30 an hour, and that was like
That's
way
not
back in the day.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Yeah,
Y'all would be set.
I know. Right now it would be a lot of money. At least $40 an hour right now, starting with the worker I had, the boss I had and stuff. He was paying out good money because there's Washington too on top of that.
Right.
So they get paid more.
Because they
by a
gotta
couple
pay
dollars,
taxes on
whatever.
every damn
Yep,
thing.
yep,
It's crazy.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
And then came down back down here right after all that was done, which was like 3 years later. And then back out here, which I wasn't really on the streets back then. Like, okay, so 25, I was like officially out here. So I did only had 10 years, but still, like, yeah, it's insane. It's been just a really rough life. I've been out here on here, but at the same time, at least I'm out here with my mom, so
Right.
it made it a little better. But at the same time, I feel bad for my mom because she's only been out here and she's got like really bad freaking trauma from the dope that she's been doing. Which, I mean, I don't really want to talk about that because it's not really
Fair.
good. Yeah, it's not fair and all that stuff. So, anyways,
Yeah. All right. What's some? How long have you been in Portland?
I've been in Portland my whole life. Actually, I'm an Oregonian, so.
Oh, same.
Yep.
Everyone's like, "Where you born?" I'm like, Portland. They're like, your tone, your voice. You have a different accent. I think it's just because I'm from North Portland,
Right.
St. John's. I remember one time I went to the beach, and there were these kids, and they're like, "Where are you from? Are you guys from Portland?" I was like, "How'd you know?" They said St. John's, and I was like, "How'd you know?" They're like, "It's the way you guys all talk." I was like, "What?" I didn't know people from St. John's talk that different. I still don't think they do, but people tell me they do. Anyway, what's some advice for the youth to maybe listen to their parents and not do drugs?
Don't do it.
Right.
Don't even do it. Go to school, keep your nose in that book, and enjoy school. Enjoy school, and after you get done with school, go back to school. Go and do that again. And that's college. College is going to be really fun for anybody that's out there just to do. Me, I'm not in it, but I'm trying so hard to get back into doing that. So when you guys literally stay in school, keep that in note. Keep that in mind to go back into school right after school. Because once you get out of it, you get that routine of not wanting to go back. You don't want that. You want to be able to go and get that good. You want to get that going for you where you can actually build up your education so you can stay in school and then get back and get into work. Work is really fun and it's money. Money's life. Remember that.
Money's life, baby.
Yeah,
That's a great way to end the interview. Thank you.
Yeah.